Share screen. There we go. And play. All right. Hello, everyone. Our first Zoom of the new year. So thanks for joining us. And we're going to jump right into crafting your retirement strategy. As an agent, you are building a business. It doesn't matter how many houses you sell, but you're out there marketing yourself, getting your name out there, trying to build a business. Doesn't matter if you're in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 20 years, you have some type of value to the marketing and things that you've been doing. A lot of agents don't think of that, is that someday when they want to retire is how to set themselves up where there's some value in giving their business to somebody else to take over or give referrals and things you do. But we're going to give you some great ideas on how to organize that and get ready for that, if that makes sense. So we're going to jump right into it. And Deb, I'll let you run with it.
Yeah, so the first step is to do your preliminary planning. So maybe you're thinking about maybe this will be your last year or next year will be your last year. Start planning now on what you want to do. And download all the information from your database so that you have it there. And if you don't have them in your database, put them in now so that it's an easy list to turn over to someone. Establish your timeline of when you want to actually stop working in the business, and determine if you want to do a co-branding transition strategy. So we have a couple sisters that work together. One has decided to go in the holding company. The other one's going to stay active and do the stuff. I mean, there's just different things that you can do. If you need to get into specifics and stuff with your plan, guess who you're going to call? Us, because we're going to help
Exactly.
you, right? So,
Yeah, the thing is, number one thing, get organized.
yep,
Next
get,
slide.
yep.
There we go.
Now you want to figure out how you're going to transition to another person. Maybe you want to do introduction letters so that you can let all of the people that you have worked with in the past, that this person is going to be their go-to person uh, after a certain time. Maybe you want to send out a monthly newsletter, and that's also going to have a little tidbit in it about your retirement strategy and stuff. You might want to put it on your website or have someone else listed on your website so they could start seeing that person's picture and their contact information and stuff like that. When you're doing listings, maybe you want to co-list with that other person so they can get used to seeing their name and things too. Do a client appreciation event so that you can tell everybody, you know, glad to work with you over the years, and I'm going to be stepping out of the limelight and have Tanya work on all of the stuff, things like that. Or you could put it in a pop by, or you could actually do it with printed marketing if you wanted to send it in the mail. So there's all kinds of different ways to get your relationship with your new partner out
Yeah.
there.
And and what I was going to say before, and I forgot to mention, is that don't think of all of this as something that you have to retire, like you're in your 70s or 80s and you're retiring from all type of work. When I first saw this topic, I thought about when you retire or don't have the time or don't have the ability or whatever in life, you get busy and you don't want to do real estate anymore. So retire from real estate, thinking that, because sometimes I have agents that get out of real estate just because, not that they're retirement age, or like, I just don't have time for it. Just had started a family, or I started a new business, or started another job, or they move out of the state. So there's some agents that move out of the state each year and they don't keep their license, but they spent all of this time, could be years, trying to build a business and marketing themselves in Ohio, and they just let it go.
Yeah.
you know so example what Debbie's saying here is that you could say you move out of state, or you get a new job, or you have other opportunities in other businesses. You could let your whole database of people know that someone else is taking over your business. There's people that sell businesses. They're not retirement agents. They just sell business or give business away, and they keep an interest in it, and you can earn referral fees. There's many agents out there that will say, hey, you give me your database of people that you've been following up with for 10 years. Give it to me. I'll follow up with these people. If they ever turn into sales, I'll pay you a percentage or pay you a referral fee. Some agents just drop it. So think of this as not retirement, like retirement age all the time. Just like someday you get life happens or whatever, you're like, I'm into another business. I don't have the time for real estate. Who's going to take over my business and what I've been doing? So
Yep.
hopefully that makes some sense. So
Absolutely. Kind of where we're going with this whole thing, so that you can still get residual income come in if you want it, right?
exactly,
Uh,
and that's why, and not to interrupt, that's why we're going over this at the beginning of the year, because right now a lot of agents are thinking about putting their licenses on hold because of board dues. They're thinking about putting their, just putting it in active for a short time till business picks up in spring or summer. So think of this. So you're like, why are we talking about retirement at the beginning of the year? No, we're talking about if you decide to put your real estate business on hold, or you're thinking about, someday soon, you still have some type of value of things that you've been following up with. But that first slide is saying you have to be organized. You have to have
yeah.
a database. Who are you going to, when someone says, what am I taking over? And you say, I don't know. He goes, well, here's the database of 500 people I've been emailing and calling on and all that. That's why that was on step number one. But sorry, go ahead, Deb.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, which falls into what I'm talking about next, right? Identify your successor. So, don't just call the office and say, who can I turn my stuff over to? Because we're just going to give you a list of names. It's going to be up to you to see if this is the person that you truly want to co-work with. Because if you do decide to go in the holding company, you're going to want someone to refer your business to that you actually trust to work your clients the way that you want them worked. That doesn't always happen, but if you start dealing with people now, then you can make that decision when you get to it, right? So what are the personality characteristics of that person? How many years have they been in the business? What's their area of expertise? Are they going to be a good fit for your clients? If you have a bunch of investors and you want to turn your business over to someone who knows nothing about working with investors, is that going to be really conducive to your plan? No, in my
Exactly.
opinion, right?
Exactly. Right. Right. All right.
Um, also figure out the income and expenses agreement. So if you do start working with a partner, how much are they going to pay you as a referral fee, or are you going to split stuff 50-50? Maybe you'll still want to do the paperwork part of it, but you don't want to do the running around part of it. And they like doing the running around part of it, or meeting with the inspectors or things like that. So figure out who's going to do what in the very beginning. And then after you step away, are you stepping away completely, or are you still going to get part of the revenue, which could be a referral fee, things like that. So that's also stuff that you want to talk about. And again, I'm throwing all this stuff at you to think about. If you want to get in depth, you just got to let us know, and we can help you like figure out fine tune a plan once you have where you want to be with your business and who you want to work with. So
Exactly.
put it in writing.
Right, exactly.
This
Yep.
one was pretty easy, right? Put it in writing. Whatever you decide to do with someone else, make sure that you have it in writing and you both sign it, because then you won't have any squabbles over, well, no,
Right.
you were supposed to pay me 25%. And then they come back and say, I'm not giving you 25%. I'm only giving you 5%. I did all the work. So,
Exactly. Even though we put in writing, sometimes there's
and
still
they still do. Yes.
so be as clear, crystal clear as possible in writing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is an older one because we were going to do this before the holiday and it didn't end up working that way, but I still left it in here so that you can see this came from uh Moxie Engage. So, and also probably 21 Online somewhere. I don't know if it was in Express Docs or Engage now. Probably in Engage because it has my website information down below there. So this is an example of something that you can send to people that's already created. Like I didn't do any of this. They created it. All I did was use it, right? And you
Yeah.
can send them out in your emails and stuff. There's so much. All the people who don't know how to market themselves, it's kind of really there. All you got to do is send it out to your emails or post it on your social media. They've done a really good job with making a bunch of stuff. You just got to use it. Okay.
Exactly. All right.
Oh,
Well, and of course we missed that first one because we weren't gonna have
yeah,
any fifth
that
one.
was last week. We
But
missed Tesh.
we
Uh,
got February 6th coming up. So
yeah, and I'm sure Mike will have his list of classes pretty soon, and Hesh will probably have a few more months there too, probably sometime this month. So we'll get some more classes up for you. And then also a reminder to anyone who's a Century 21 Homestar agent that the workplace platform does not work anymore. You need to join the C21 Global Network, which is connected to your Facebook now. You can only sign up through 21online.com, but once you do and put your Facebook credentials in there, then it will show as a group on your Facebook and you can toggle back and forth. Okay, but you got to sign up through 21 Online because you got to prove through your portal that you're an agent, Homestar agent, in order for them to let you in. But I've been doing it now for a few weeks, ever since they sent out the original one. And it's kind of nice because now when you're in your Facebook, you can toggle over to that platform if you want, or it hits your feed too with some of the things that people are talking about at corporate and stuff like that. So I think it's going to work out a lot better for the agents. And they'll probably use it more and use all of the stuff that they're sending out more because now you don't have to go to 21 Online to get to it.
even better.
Yep.
Well, thanks for joining us today, everyone. And remember, reach out to Debbie or myself. We're happy to help you get on my schedule, tonytalk.net, or call the office, get on Debbie's schedule. Be happy to help you. Want you where you don't succeed unless you do. And we want you to have a better this year than last year. So
Yeah. And if there's any topics that you want us to hit, just send us a message and we'd be happy to work on something so that we can do the things that you actually want to hear about. Okay.
exactly. All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Thanks,
Bye bye.
Deb. Bye-bye.